It happens to every power chair user eventually. You are out somewhere, a parking lot, a sidewalk, a grocery store aisle, and your chair just stops. Maybe it beeps at you. Maybe a warning light blinks. Maybe it does nothing at all, and you are sitting there pushing the joystick and going nowhere. And the panic that hits you in that moment is unlike anything able-bodied people will ever understand. Because you are not just stuck, you are stranded inside a 300-pound machine that you cannot move and cannot leave. Here is exactly what to do, in the order you should do it, so that the next time it happens, you have a plan instead of a panic attack. Step 1. Breathe. I know that sounds useless. It is not. Your brain in panic mode skips steps and forgets things you actually know how to do. Take 3 slow breaths before you touch anything. The chair is not on fire. You are not in immediate danger, most of the time. The first 60 seconds you spend calm will save you the next 60 minutes of bad decisions. According to the University of Pittsburgh, somewhere between 44 and 57% of wheelchair users experience at least one breakdown every 6 months. You are not unlucky. You are not cursed. This is normal. It is just your turn. Step 2. Check your surroundings. Are you in traffic? Are you in a doorway? Are you blocking an exit? Are you in direct sun on a 90-degree day? If you are in immediate danger, that changes everything. If you are sitting safely on a sidewalk or inside a store, you have time to think. If you are in the middle of a crosswalk, you do not. Knowing the difference between an inconvenience and an emergency will tell you whether to start troubleshooting or start calling for help right now. Step 3. Check the obvious stuff first. Is the chair actually on? The power switch on the controller can get bumped off without you noticing. Is the joystick locked? Most controllers have a lock function, and you can hit it by accident. Is there a warning light or an error code? Most modern chairs flash a code that tells you exactly what is wrong, and your owner manual has a list of what each one means. If you do not have the manual on you, take a photo of the error code with your phone right now. You will need it later. Step 4. Check the battery. This is the #1 cause of public breakdowns. You thought you had enough charge. You did not. Cold weather kills battery range. Hills kill battery range. A heavy day kills battery range. If your charge indicator is in the red, you have your answer. There is nothing you can fix on the spot. You need a ride home and a charger. If the battery looks fine, but the chair will not move, the next thing to check is whether the freewheel lever got bumped. Step 5. The freewheel lever. Every power chair has a way to disengage the motors so somebody can manually push the chair if it breaks down. On most chairs, there are 2 levers, one near each rear wheel. If even one of them is in freewheel mode, the motors will not engage and the chair will not drive. Sometimes you bump them on a doorway. Sometimes a kid messes with them at the store. Sometimes they vibrate loose. Reach back, feel for the levers, and make sure both are in the drive position. I have seen people call for emergency rescue when the only thing wrong with their chair was a freewheel lever that got knocked sideways. Step 6. Check the cables. If you can reach behind your chair safely, look at the cable that runs from the controller to the battery box. If it is loose or disconnected, push it back in firmly. Same goes for any cable you can see. Loose connections from a bumpy ride are a surprisingly common cause of a chair just dying out of nowhere. If everything looks plugged in and the battery is good and both freewheel levers are in drive, then you have a real problem and it is time to call for help. Step 7. Call your people first. Not 911, not the fire department. Your people. Family. A friend. A neighbor with a vehicle big enough to come get you. Tell them where you are, that your chair died, and whether you are safe where you are sitting. If somebody can come pick you up in the next 30 minutes, that is your answer. Most public breakdowns end this way. Somebody you love shows up, helps you transfer if you can, and gets your chair home in the back of a truck or a van. Save the emergency calls for actual emergencies. Step 8. If your people cannot come, look at accessible rideshare. Uber, Wave, and Lyft Access exist in major cities. They send a wheelchair-accessible van with a ramp or a lift. The catch is they are not available everywhere, and even where they are, wait times can be long,
and your chair has to actually fit. If you are in a smaller town, your local paratransit service may have a same-day option for emergencies.
It is worth a phone call. Have these numbers saved in your phone before you ever need them. Saving them after you are stuck is too late. Step 9. The last resort. If you are alone, it is getting dark or cold or dangerous, and nobody can come for you, call your local non-emergency police line, or even 911. Tell them you are a disabled person stranded in public with a broken power wheelchair and you need help getting to a safe location. Fire departments and police have done this before. They have inverters in their trucks that can charge a chair. They can call a wheelchair-accessible transport. They can get you home. This is not what they exist for, but it is also not the first time they have done it. Your safety matters more than feeling like a burden. Now, the part that nobody tells you. You can prevent most of this with a few minutes of prep. Charge your chair every single night, not when you remember to. Carry a portable phone charger because a dead phone in a dead chair is a nightmare. Save these numbers in your phone before you need them. 2 family members, 1 accessible rideshare, your local paratransit, your wheelchair vendor, the non-emergency police line for your city. Take a photo of your chair model number and serial number and keep it in your phone, because the vendor will ask for it the second you call. Know where your freewheel levers are and practice finding them blindfolded. Sounds dramatic, saves your life. Getting stranded in a dead power chair is one of the scariest things that can happen to you in this life, and it will happen to you eventually if it has not already. The good news is that almost every breakdown has a fix, a workaround, or a phone call that ends it. The bad news is that nobody hands you this list when they hand you the wheelchair. So save this video, send it to somebody you know who uses a power chair, and tell me in the comments, has your chair ever died in public, and how did you get out of it? I read every single one. I will see you in the next video.